Hello, my name is Elaine Hughes, and I am currently the National Secretary for NARF, and I am also a candidate for National President. Let me be very frank with you about why I am running, why I feel it is important, and why I am asking for your support. I ran for the position of National Secretary in 2010, eager to build membership. However, arriving at headquarters, I was startled by the depth and the complexity of the membership problems we face as an association. For 30 years, our membership has been in decline. There had been little to no analysis of the contributing factors, and many of the truisms we in the field believed were simply not true. Over the course of the last 4 years, we have invested in people, resources, lots of testing, and lots of new strategies. Over the course of the last 16 months, we have slowed the decline in membership, which had previously looked so much like a train out of control. I have seen my job as no less than saving the association from collapse. Without new thinking, new vision, and dogged determination, this was certainly going to be our fate. Therefore, I am running for president because I know these efforts must continue, because I know we don't have the luxury of time to relearn lessons and reinvent the wheel, because it is critical that this same energy be extended to our legislative efforts, building relationships with key players, and confronting our legislative challenges. Because I believe in and I am passionate about the future of NARF. Therefore, I am simply asking for your support. During the recent forums back in May, particularly the ones featuring the candidates for president, there were some very challenging questions asked. Since I missed that forum, I would like to provide my comments to a few of what I believe the more difficult or challenging questions were. Many of the questions were either directly or indirectly related to funds, so I will start there. First, my view of the 35 recommendations that were published represent a foundation or springboard from which to build future NARF, nothing more. What future NARF ultimately looks like may be very different from the 35 recommendations. If I am elected, my first priority will be to engage in very extensive and aggressive strategic planning to begin future NARF. Strategic planning will determine the role of our members, especially how and when we achieve buy-in from our members. Once strategic planning begins to tell us how we are to proceed with implementing future NARF, a branding study will commence, which will help determine how we should be branding ourselves by evaluating our logo, our messaging, and perhaps how our mission is stated and advertised. Above all, everything we do to plan for future NARF should revolve around our mission. After all, that is why we exist in the first place. My vision doesn't necessarily differ from the future of NARF recommendations, but I do see the need for greater definition, member buy-in, and to make sure we do not head down the wrong road. I believe and have said many times that we must evolve, not change. Our mission should never change, but we must evolve into a more modern association in order to be a strong and powerful voice for the federal community. A real hot topic that came up was eliminating mandatory chapter membership. First, let me say that I love our chapters and have great respect for how they have contributed to our very proud past. Testing of the eNARF chapters versus local chapters has proven that the online membership performs far better than local chapter membership. I do, however, think that perhaps a compromise of some kind is in order. Again, I see strategic planning as the key to how we should proceed. The one recommendation I totally support is going from 4 to 2 national officers. I like to think I have worked myself out of a job in all that I have put into place during the last almost 4 years. The one recommendation that at this point I am not in favor of is open membership. Even our attorney has recommended against it at this point. I don't believe that there has necessarily been enough time or a very sound or productive campaign built around the fawn concept. Fawn was not communicated well at all. It needed far greater depth of understanding when it was proposed. Beyond my federal experience, which was another question that came up, my executive experience has been with NARF. I have certainly achieved expertise in the last 4 years. I am well aware of NARF's weaknesses as well as its strengths and know where we should be taking advantage of the opportunities. If we do not have the necessary expertise in-house, I will seek outside professional assistance. Why would we not? I disagree that marketing is absent from NARF. Since taking office in 2010, I have brought marketing principles and standards into NARF, first by hiring MGI and then hiring Bridget Bowl, our Director of Membership. If elected, I will not only continue, but I will expand our efforts as has been recommended by the Fawn Committee. Finally, our organizational controversies may very well have distracted us from our mission. If elected, every decision I make will be guided by our mission. And with that final answer, I will close by simply asking for your support. If you have additional questions, you may contact me by phone at 828-242-0580 or email me at lvangels@charter.net. Again, thank you for your time and attention.